Hello everyone. We are going to speak about the topics of the Unit 1. First, I'm going to speak about the punctuation rules. As you can see, there are a lot of punctuation rules, but I'm going to speak about the principles. First, full stop. The full stop we use for the end of a text. The second, the question mark. We use the question mark to mark if a phrase is a question, like who are you? Another example is the comma. We use to mark the pause of a list, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another example is exclamation mark. We use this when we are so excited and we want to represent it. Other example is apostrophe. We use to the contractions like does, not, doesn't. Now, I'm going to speak about the ED form. We use the ED form in the end of a word and same in the past form. As you can see, there are some examples. And now I'm going to speak about the ENG form. In Spanish, it's like end up. And we use this form when we are doing an action in this moment. Like I'm studying English, as you can see. And we use the verb to be, and then we use the verb in other form. Same, we use the engine form when we want to use like a subject of the sentence, this verb, as you can see in these examples. Same, we use after a preposition. For example, as you can see, by practice, after saying, it's now I'm going to speak about the common and proper nouns. We use to identify a thing, like there are the commons and the propers. Example of commons, as you can see this, the propers are the common names like Joaquin, Krishna, Isaias, etc. Now, the definite identify articles. In Spanish, is like, as you can see, in Spanish, is like uno, and we use to countable nouns. For example, an apple, uh, a table. In Spanish is un perro o una mesa o una manzana. Now I want to speak about the D. We use the D to the non-countables as semi-countables. It's like the movie. In Spanish is la película.
Hello, I'm going to talk about personal pronouns. Personal pronouns is a short word that we use as a simple substitute of the proper name of a person. Each of the English personal pronouns show us the grammatical person, gender, number, or in case of the noun, it replaces. Like I, you, he, she, it, we, they, him. Now, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are words ending in self or selves. These are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same, like believe or in myself. Direct objects pronouns. These are a direct object is a word or phrase that receives the action of the verb. And in the sentence, the students eat cake, and the direct object is cake, and the word eat is the verb, and cake is what is being eaten. Then indirect objects pronouns. In English grammar, and direct object is the word or phrase that receives the direct object. In the sentence, the teacher gave the students cake. The indirect object is the students. The direct object is cake, and students are the ones who eat it. Now I'm going to talk about verb moods. And over here, I don't know if you can see. Well, verbal modes, the indicative are like give information. You use indicative mode in most statements and questions. For example, he likes baseball, or does he likes football? And imperative, this is like give commands or requests to persons like go to the bathroom and give me some water. And the subjunctive verbs are used in special kinds of statements. The most common use is subjunctive mode is in the contrary to fact or hypothetical statements. Like if I were king, you were queen. And for last, reflexive verbs. A reflexive verb is when the subject and the object are the same. For example, I want to say I wash myself. I wash myself. This is example. Actually, this have in the sentence myself, yourself after a verb.
Present simple. We use to tell about the present action that happened very secondly. For example, the bus leaves at bars or. Present progressive. The present progressive and the verb to be in continued tense form the verb to be ng in the end the verb. We use it about the action in progress time or speaking temporary action. For example, Brad is working the outdoor guide over the summer. The future simple is talking about the further events. We use the verb to be will. And when you want your ranks, the perfect future. The perfect future will you express action they are going to occur in the future. For example, my parents and are going right in Minneapolis. Imperative. The use imperative for command, express, and some order of directly, and someone. The imperative format is used to express which or request order, and the format is using the or direct of some people and requests. Application of rules on morphical and syntaxes. The morphical is the morphic study internal structured words on the part linguistic studio. The study impact the word form, who the words are formed, where their origin from, intergrammatic effort are. The syntactic definitive set roles, progress, and hobby and format and sentence in given language. Simple sentence and is the structure. The simple sentence is subject. Subject is the people or someone or something they do the action, the subject. The verb is the very word express the action. The object is whoever receives the action of the object. For example, she fried the potatoes. Logic syntax. The articles are determining the action like adjective body of the noun sentence. In English are exist the RT, N, A, and. The article then is for something definite. In the others is a and an is for indefinite.
I'm going to speak about the linguistic components. First, we have the phonetics. The phonetics are the science that analyzes the speech sounds and how they affect our pronunciation. For example, the E and the A in beans sound like an E, and the double O very frequently sound like an U. Then we have the phonology. The phonology studies the phonetical sounds and how they combine to form words that we know. Like the previous example, beans, the combination of the sounds makes us think of, well, the bean, the seed. And finally, we have the lexicology, and that's the study of the meaning of words and all the all the words that are present in a language. Then we have the linguistic elements. First, we have semantics. Semantics studies the meaning, but not just of words, but also of phrases and other discourse elements. The most well-known example of this is the dictionary, in which is listed the meaning of some words in a language. Then we have semiotics. That's the study of symbolic communication. We can see that a lot in literature, where they use metaphors, analogies, and other techniques to express feelings with words that not necessarily mean what they literally mean. And finally, we have a dialectology, and that analyzes the different variations of the same language that presents to us in the form of accents and dialects. Finally, we have the semantic noise, and that refers to any interference that puts an obstacle in the communication. And some of those are known as semantic barriers. This can include educational differences, cultural differences, and spelling mistakes. And I think this image really encompasses what it means. And that is all for this presentation. Thank you very much.